What are some of the most like forerunners or the upfront artists of EDM scene right now in America?
Oh, that is really difficult to say because it changes faster and faster, and there's new little trends. Like for example, trap is a new. It's almost a mix of hip hop and dubstep. You can explain it like that. And there's people like Bauer, for example, who had this big hit Harlem Shake. Came out of nowhere. This song has been out for a long time, and suddenly it blew up. The internet and videos and things like that made it possible. It's really hard to say who's leading. For sure, David Guetta is one of the biggest in the game. Skrillex, deadmau5, the Swedish House Mafia has been one of the biggest acts I think EDM has ever had, or electronic music has ever had. Playing stadiums all over the world. That's probably like the leading EDM artist in America.
You have a Vocaloid version, Hatsune Miku. What's your take on those Vocaloid?
Yeah, to me that's very fascinating. That is, for example, something I'm learning right now about Japanese culture. When I was explained what that is, I didn't understand what it is. I couldn't imagine there was a software, basically, not a human being singing something, and how that works, So for me that was a very interesting way, and I didn't know that actually there's shows and a lot of people see that, that's way beyond from what we know. For me that was an honor because I realized that is, a very big thing here in Japan, and through the internet probably people will also find out more about it in America, and maybe that will connect the two dots.
Would you like to one day actually do something like that on your own?
Why not? A thought I had when I found out about this, and obviously I don't know a lot of details, but I'm thinking about it. One day maybe I can play a whole world tour at the same time in every country of the world in one day, by having maybe a virtual part of myself performing, and I perform in this office right here.
Actually, it's happening in Japan now. Like 10,000 people will gather to see this virtual singer Hatsune Miku sing. Is that strange?
That is what I had to look it up. I couldn't understand how that looks, and also if there is no person, Hatsune Miku is not a real person, who is on stage, things like that. I had to look up on YouTube myself because I couldn't believe it. But yeah, it's very interesting. Honestly, that's in a way the future, I think we're more and more heading towards a generation that, people move less, people do less, and there's more technology, and maybe one day we will all live in our own, universe. Europe and America, if they hear that, I'm pretty sure people will catch up to that.
Like you said, if no one's on stage, only this virtual image, and actual people all gather to experience that, not to see actually. Is that weird, or is it?
I don't think it's weird, honestly, because you have to ask yourself, what is it about? What is a show like this about? Take me as an example. The way we built my stage, if I have my full setup, I'm not the person you want to see. Like, ideal case is you never see my face. What's the big difference between me being on stage, but you only see my silhouette, and a projection being on stage? I think there's a big difference visually. My show, personally, is all about the experience. It's about the sound, it's about the lights, it's about the visuals you see. We create special content. I'm sure the same way Hatsune Miku show works. It's a visual content that should take you in another world for 1.5 hours. You're like watching a movie, and you have a soundtrack of songs that never will come out, of songs that people know that I released from my album Clarity, of songs that probably will come out next year of mine, and it's a mix of all that, and the music changed and the visual changed, but it's all one show. It's not about me being on stage, and usually the shows are big, people are far away, they can't see me anyway. So I think, it makes sense. It's a natural progression with technology we have in our society.
It's like the Blade Runner, actually, world, isn't it?
There's a lot of movies about this technological progression we're living right now, and if you look at how EDM shows have developed in the last year in America, it has not been, he has better music, he has better sound. It's always been, he has the better show. It's really not that much about the music at this point as about what you connect this music with, you know? It's like a song can be beautiful, but in connection with a video, it is so much more emotional. That's the same way we work, you know? I mean, the difference between two DJs might be the visual content. It's just as important.